Hey everybody, this is Charlie from Charlie Cobra Reviews, and this is going to be our review for the zombie movie Alone. This movie got me really confused in the beginning, and not because that it was confusing plot-wise or anything else, but because of how similar it was to the other zombie movie I saw, the Korean one, #Alive. I mean, everything was happening the same in the movie. So much so that I started believing, maybe they were made by the same company or something. I actually looked it up after I was done with watching the movie, and I found out that Alone was made before #Alive, and that #Alive was based off of the same script for Alone. That being said, I saw the movie #Alive first, and I have to say that it's the better film. Alone is not a bad zombie movie, but seeing the other one first or whatever, Alone fails to live up to to its Korean rival. There were some pretty cool scenes, and the movie didn't lack action, although it is a little slow paced here and there, but just seemed lacking on a couple of fronts. The zombies weren't the best. The action wasn't the best. The plot wasn't the best, but I want to say more, but I'm going to save it for the spoiler section. As it is, I give this movie a 5 out of 10. It's a decent movie, and it's a good zombie movie, but it didn't go above or beyond, and it felt like, more of an average zombie movie. So, once again, I gave it a 5 out of 10, and next will be the spoiler section where I can get more into the details. So, like I said, this movie really freaked me out because of how everything plot-wise was happening, exactly like the movie #Alive. Like how first thing in the movie, he starts seeing the neighbors going berserk and attacking people. He hears the report on the news, and a neighbor barges into his apartment to escape the other infected. It even unfolds the same way from there, where the guy bitten is infected already. He goes to the restroom or whatever. Tyler Posey's character, Aiden, goes to the kitchen for a knife, and when he comes out of the restroom, he argues with the guy and kicks him out of his apartment as he's transforming into a zombie, leaving him to get attacked and, killed or whatever by whoever's in the hallway or the other infected. And that's exactly like the movie #Alive. So many things happen the exact same from the movie #Alive, like how he runs out of food and water, how he tries to kill himself, how he finds out that there's another survivor in the complex, which is a girl, that he starts communicating with and helps him, mentally from going stir crazy. There's even the whole sequence of scenes or whatever, where he goes into the hallway. He gets, keys to the neighbor's apartment. That neighbor has a bunch of rock climbing equipment and, other stuff for him to loot. And one of the things he loots is walkie-talkies, which he sends to the girl across so that he can talk with also. So, just a lot of things, happening the same. And those similarities made this movie way more predictable than normal. But I was still going along for the ride because it was interesting enough for a first-time watch. But I don't feel that there's really anything to watch this movie, in this movie to watch for a second time. Especially, Aiden's personality and character were pretty dull and didn't make you empathize with him much. Other than the fact that right now everybody, dealing with the pandemic, really feels that isolation or can relate to it. Summer Spyro as Ava was more charming, but also didn't have a lot to get you invested in her character, and she definitely didn't kick as much ass as the girl from #Alive. The zombies or infected were pretty horrible too, with most just kind of looking like they were just, these twitchy people that ran around and, less like actual zombies. Looked like they just got a bunch of extras and, didn't do a good job on the makeup and had them running around the whole time. Also, I kind of have a hang up on zombies that don't eat people, but look like they're just trying to spread the disease or virus and going around and biting people. I felt like some of them in this movie looked like they weren't really eating their victims. So that, kind of gets me from, putting it higher. But, this movie wasn't as scary or as cool as hashtag Alive. But like I said, it's not terrible, but it suffers from a lot of things that could have been done differently. Um, I give this movie a 5 out of 10. And if you're looking for a good zombie movie, I would suggest hashtag Alive instead of Alone. But if you haven't seen Alone, it is a decent zombie movie and worth the watch if you're looking for something that you haven't seen. Thanks again for taking time out of your busy day to check out this review. This was movie number 21 of our 31 Days of Halloween movie challenge, so stay tuned for the next scary movie review. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and remember to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.